I'm charging my mic and I was trying to decide, do I go ahead and record this video without a mic or just wait till it charges? I'm still in my office slash studio and trying to decide if I should do that. So this video was supposed to be about understanding compliance. You know, how do we stick to the rules and regulations of what's expected of your line of work or your line of business. And every country is different, every state is different, expectations are different. I don't know, I feel like personally I like to own a restaurant someday, but the restrictions and challenges and the red tape around starting, I don't know, is more compared to other businesses. Personally, I think that's the reason why I've not started. If not, I love to start a restaurant business, but that's gonna be a long time before I do that. If I do that, you know, compliance and it's just strict, you know, exactly where I am. I know there are some places, let me know if you can't hear me. Like I said, I'm charging this mic. I'm waiting for it to charge though, but I'm in the middle of work and doing some stuff and this just popped in my head, so I'm going to try and finish if I lose my train of thought. And the rules and regulations that come to opening a business. I have been I'm in an environment or in a place where there is some rules to opening the business, finding a place, hiring a cook or a chef, or if you're the one doing the cooking, the licensing that comes with doing that, rules and regulations that comes with making sure your kitchen is up to code, the food, your chest freezer, your fridge, you know, like things like that, things that's expected that you have to be on top of. You can't even slack there because one customer complained, one issue from just one customer, I don't want to be shut down because of one negligence from a staff or a cook or something. So it's very, very, very strict. And I love restaurants. I love the restaurant business. But for that reason, I don't know, going into it would just be something else. I don't want to say challenge. I don't like to say things that is not, because I pray nothing's ever a challenge for me. Everything I put my hands to do will flourish. If it doesn't, then it was not meant to be for me. I was just jumping into it. And selling products online or in person, I have done, and it has been successful. I have a thrift store, so I am. There are no red tapes or a lot of restrictions. So, you know, I do have the certification to do that, and the app does. I think they give everybody a certification. They just want to make sure you know what you're doing and you're just following the rules and regulations of the website or the app that you're using and selling. But I have sold a lot of things there, and not a problem, no issue there. I can wake up this morning, I want to sell this bookmark. All I have to do is just put it right here, take a picture, and post it up there and wait, you know. So it's really easy. That's why I said opening a thrift store online. That was that I've had for years, and you know, it's okay. It's good. That restaurant, yeah. Compliance. I was digressing. So compliance is just gives you some restrictions depending on the profession you're gonna jump in. But there are some places, those places, yeah, there are some places that doesn't have that much. You know how to cook, and you have some experience with customer service and public relations. I mean, if you have zero customer service, no matter how delicious your food is, people will not come to your restaurant, because that's what keeps them coming, you know, the customer service. If your food is delicious and your customer service is horrible, you know, you're going to be cooking and not selling. So some form of customer service experience or training will be great. Just make sure that you're in compliance with the rules and regulations of that state. And people do it. I know it has been done. You just wake up in the morning and you just cook this and cook that, and you go out and sell. That is not legal. That is not, if something happens, something goes wrong, you are going to be held accountable. Even if your business is registered and you're insured and everything, still that's not going to fly. So to be on the safe side, the last thing you want is opening up a restaurant, having everything set up, having your license for your food or for your drinks. You have staff, everything set up. You have all your employees, both W-2, 1099. You're ready to rock and roll. And then somebody comes and shuts you down just because you're not in compliance. Ooh, that's going to hurt. And that's not going to be funny. So just whatever business you're doing, don't try to cut or try to walk your way or beat your way around what needs to be done. I mean, that's the most important part of your business. That's the most important part, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. First thing, register the name. Okay, now you're doing business as that. Make sure you are in compliance, you know, so that you don't get into trouble, okay? Make sure you don't get into trouble. And it's a win-win. If your business is not registered, I mean, your credibility is going to be questioned. Number one. If your business is not registered, your credibility is going to be questioned. However, with a business like catering and what would I call it? Will I say a salon or doing hair? There are some businesses that your credibility may not be questioned if you already had a good relationship or good standing with that business or with that seller, if that makes sense. So you have a lady who, at your kid's school, who bakes, and she does a good job. She bakes really great. And you know, you call her to bake cake and this and that, and the cake is delicious, it's good, it's great. She may have some issues baking cake for some event or some clients who require the paperwork to do that, if that makes sense. That's why I said it does have, you are a little restricted when you're not trying to do something big or large. But if you're just baking for parents and kids and bake sale, cookie sale by the lemonade stand and things like that, the school already is aware you do this, or the parents are aware, okay, Mike's mom bakes cake. Let me call her to bake a cake for me. So that's her little business or a little job. I don't like to call it a hustle. You know, we're not hustling. Nobody's hustling. I am not hustling. We just like to call it a little side job, assuming you're doing that part-time. If you're doing it full-time, do not call it a little job. Call it a business. You call it a business. I thought I heard something. So make sure you're in compliance, you know. If you start day one and you're not registered, get everything set up, then go register. Depending on the state you're in, Go online and find out how much does it cost to register my business name. Go and Google it. Or call your state. Let's not rely on Google. Call your state office or go online or the city and see how much does it cost to register my business. Yes. When you have registered that business name, then you can go from there. Then you can start that business you're doing. Don't let anyone scare you. Starting a business is, it has its challenges. Yes, it does. It does. But it does have its advantage because, that's I'm a living testimony. I started a business because I wanted to be with my family. Family is too important to me to be away because I'm working. I've had days where, yes, I'm stuck at work all day, all night, because that's why I said starting a business does not necessarily mean you are home all day, off all day, your legs up, just watching TV. There are days that you have to roll your sleeve and get in there, but it's not every day. It's not every day, so keep that in mind. There may be some week that you're working 5 hours a week, and there have been weeks that not you 5 hours a week. I'm speaking from personal. My experience now is I may be working 5 hours this week, and next week I'm working 90 hours. You see what I mean? So it's when you have your own business, you have no idea what direction it's gonna go. You just have to be prepared. You just have to be ready. Okay? So that whatever insurance you need to get that insurance and start. Okay? And you can start as soon as that same day, depending on what you're offering. If you're offering if you're selling a product, if you're selling a service, then try to do that. Follow the rules and regulations of social media. I've said it a number of times. I never was a big fan of social media. I have like one picture, and that same picture I've been on my Instagram page for years. I mean, there's nothing to post. And Facebook, the same thing. So I never was a social media person or too much into social media. But YouTube, it's like everything is on YouTube. So many free resources on YouTube, which you should take advantage of as well. So all you emerging, there's so many small businesses out there. So many emerging businesses out there. Just make sure you're in good compliance and you don't get into trouble. Okay? If you just registered and you're not sure what to do next, let me know. Okay? Let me know. Just little basic needs that just stands out, and I'm here to help. I'm here to assist you with those things. Are you putting your logo together? Are you trying to get that business email? Are you trying to set up your social media page? Post pictures, videos, reel. Oh no, I'm not a social media person. I don't want to. You don't have to put your face. You can just take a picture of your product or do a video if it's something you're selling. However, it's the service you're rendering. I don't know, you may have to put your face, but if you decide not to put your face and you just want to put pictures and videos, you can make those on Canva for free or on CapCut for free. You can go ahead and do that. Just make it look professional. Canva, there are free services there. CapCut, there are free services there. I know this video is about compliance and making sure you're up to code, but I'm just giving you some little basic things to do the moment you're in compliance with what's expected in your city, in your state. The next thing to do is do the basic stuff. What do I do next? Just set up those things. Come on Instagram. And you may have only 2 followers. It's okay. You know the good thing about 2 followers? There are 2 people that are interested in what you're doing. There are 2 people that are interested in what you want to talk about. So 2 is better than nothing. Just be happy, be patient, and celebrate the humble beginning. I'm just glad that because I enjoy YouTube, I am not keeping tabs or monitoring what's happening or what's going on or anything. You know, I'm just here to do what I do. You know, let's talk about the agency. Let's talk about ANC. ANC Content Creation, the studio in Lagos. If you haven't been there, go check them out. They're on the mainland. And next step is here. Next step is here to help. Just let's collaborate. All you small or emerging businesses, let's collaborate. Let's work together. Are you new on YouTube and small upcoming like myself? Let me know. Let us work together. YouTube it's big. There's plenty of room for all of us. So if you're considering coming on YouTube, come and join me. Come, let's do this together. Come on YouTube, open that YouTube page and just talk to yourself. Just talk. See me. 17 minutes and I'm still going. Let's talk. Let's talk about anything. Just talk about what you're good at. You know, talk about what you're good at. And like I said, if you're running a small business or emerging business and you know there's some information you would like to share with us, let me know. Leave a comment below, and that way maybe we can collaborate and talk about work some more and talk about some advantages and disadvantages that come with working. We can talk about wellness, anything, everything. Let's get together, okay? My second mic it's not going to be useless. Let me put it that way. My second mic will not be useless. This mic came in a pair and I had to kind of label it. That way I know which one I'm using over and over and over, and I know which one to charge. So I have like a little sticker at the back to tell which one I've been using and which one to charge, which one needs to be charged. So anyway, all you emerging businesses, small businesses, you have a lovely day, and make sure you are doing the right thing. You are not trying to run a business and you're not legally set up, except you're doing something like you're a teenager and you're selling snacks. You have a lemonade stand. That's different. If you have a lemonade stand, that's different. If you're mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, or running errands and they pay you to run errands, and what else? What are teenagers doing now? Whatever you're up to, I mean, it's not necessary for you to register that because it's just a little side job. Alrighty, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to be in my video, if you want us to collaborate and record together, let me know. I have a seat for you here, and we can collaborate. We can talk about something exciting. We can talk about something fun. I will figure out a way we can do that. That way, even if you are not here in the same city that I'm in, if there is a way we can collaborate and have a video, we can kind of, I don't know, maybe a video call and just split it up. That would be cool. I think that's possible. Now we can do that. Alrighty, you have a good day.